Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Haven Meet the Design Team webinar event. My name is Eugenie Buchan and I'm the Community Marketing Manager at Haven. I'm joined here tonight by Stockland Co-Head of Design Sophie Pickett-Heaps, Design Lead Brooke Matson, and Cara and Nick from our Haven Development Team. Before we commence, in the spirit of reconciliation, Stockland acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea and community. We pay our respects to elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. So just some housekeeping before we kick off. A reminder that we will be recording the webinar tonight, which will circulate post the event. For those who would like to submit a question during the webinar, if you haven't already done so, in the top right-hand corner of your browser or Teams app, you should see a little speech bubble box, and that enables you to submit questions during the broadcast. Should we run out of time to answer all your questions, please feel free to reach out to the Haven sales team for more information. So without further ado, I'd like to pass to Nick Howe from our development team, who will give you a brief overview of Stockland and our experience. Over to you, Nick.
Thanks, Hugh. Great to be here. Yes, my name is Nick Howe and I work in the development team at Stockland, focusing, of course, on Project Haven. Here at Stockland, we have a long history as one of the largest diversified real estate companies in Australia. Over the last 65 years, Stockland has delivered 51 quality Masterplan communities, and over the last year alone, we delivered approximately 650 townhomes. Haven successfully launched earlier this year in October, and works are progressing really well out on site. We're anticipating our first residents to be living at Haven by the end of 2021, and this will coincide with the delivery of our Central Park. You may have joined us previously for the Haven Community Overview, and today we would like to introduce you to the design approach to Haven. The approach at Stockland is underpinned by our purpose. That is, we believe there is a better way to live. This purpose is front of mind for our in-house Stockland Design Studio, who will share more on the Stockland Design Standard and the Haven exterior and interior design shortly. With that though, I would like to hand over to the co-head of the Stockland Design Studio, Sophie Pickett-Heaps. Welcome, Soph.
Thanks, Nick. Look, it's great to be here tonight and sort of share where Haven has come from and explain what's behind the design. I'm here with Brooke Matson. And our design studio, it's an in-house team of design experts, experts in urban design, landscape, architecture and interiors. We work across Stockland projects and collaborate with the best local external designers, architects and consultants. So as Nick said, our approach is underpinned by a better way to live. So what does that mean for our projects? Well, it means that we focus on livability and community, fair value, quality and thoughtful design, security and confidence. And design is key to delivering this. Next slide, thanks, Ben. So a better way to live creates design priorities for all of our projects, and we call this the Stockland Standard. It's made up of 10 design priorities. It's the cornerstone of how we deliver a better way to live. It's 5 place priorities, and when we talk about place priorities, we mean about everything about creating great neighbourhoods. It's about distinct places, superior public domain, quality streets, and arrival experience and day one impact. These are all related to public places, creating identity, address, streets and neighbourhoods, and we know that this is about the building blocks of creating great communities. The other 5 home priorities are home priorities. So we focus on creating a welcome home, a home that's connected to green, quality interiors, thoughtful planning and a secure investment. These have underpinned our creation of Haven. The Stockland Standard is the objectives we focus on for all of our Stockland projects, but we also focus on what is individual and distinct to a project, the place and the customer. And we do this firstly by focusing and creating a vision. So the vision for Haven, we looked at the Haven place, what it surrounds. We took inspiration from Yarraville, the proximity to the city. And our vision for Haven was an active inner west neighbourhood with contemporary living and generous green spaces to create a thriving and connected community. If we move to the next slide, we'll show you what that is underpinned by. So we start with the vision, and then we have proof points, things that we have to deliver in order to realise this vision. Firstly, it was about greening and renewing the inner west, having substantial planting, trees to open spaces and streets, and also including sustainability features. It was about capturing inner west living, the best of contemporary urban local lifestyle. It was about connection, capturing the community connected by quality streets and shared spaces. Inclusive, safe, friendly and active neighbourhood, a range of homes to meet different lifestyles. And lastly, it was about balance, balancing homes and green spaces inside and out, private and public. We wanted to create the best of urban and suburban Altona North living, privacy and comfort and delight in your home, with a vibrant and welcoming community on your doorstep. So let's have a look at how this vision has evolved into the Haven neighbourhood and homes design. I'm going to pass to Brooke Matson, who'll go through the detail. Thanks, Brooke.
Thank you, Sophie. Hi, everyone. So on your screen is a master plan of the new Haven neighbourhood. It's a livable and sustainable residential community right in the middle of Altona North. Livability is measured by the amount of lifestyle features available to residents in proximity to services, connection to local amenity, and of course the look and feel of a community. Your new livable neighbourhood has been designed with the following lifestyle features in mind. An attractive entry statement off Kyle Road with feature landscaping and a sculptural element. Walkable, pedestrian-friendly tree-lined streets. We have 286 architecturally designed townhomes planned around a central park, with networks of pocket parks and walkways connecting the site through to the greater Altona area. And we have a neighbourhood that offers the convenience of inner city living without sacrificing on space or greenery. So at Haven, there are 12 house types that have been designed by the award-winning architects SJB. We have communal open space and gardens by MDG Landscape Architects. We have garden or elevated living options, a variety of house facade types and external colour palettes, and 2 interior colour schemes to choose from. So let's have a look at some examples of the Haven homes and particularly the differences between garden and elevated living. Next slide, please, Ben. So on your screen at the moment are examples of garden living arrangements. The top image is our Haven Rosa, and the bottom image is from a Stockland Waterley project. The images show how open plan kitchen, living and dining areas flow out to private gardens, and your ground floor is dedicated to living and social spaces. And then the next floor up on for your bedrooms and bathrooms, these are typically positioned in private, quieter areas. So the benefits of garden living homes are the ground floor becomes the heart of the home for living and entertaining. Your kitchen, dining and living rooms open directly out onto your landscape garden. Your garden then becomes the green focal point of the home, blurring the lines between what is essentially indoor and outdoor living. So your garden and your outdoor entertaining area become an extension of your living space. And bedrooms are located to the upper floors in private, quiet areas with an elevated aspect. So there are 4 garden living design homes at Haven. Let's have a look at one. Next slide, please, Ben. This is our Rosa. So it's a traditional example of garden living that includes 3 bedrooms and a study nook. It has 2.5 bathrooms, 2 living spaces, an entertainer's garden, a double reloaded garage, and it's a 2-storey home. So let's walk through one of the floor plans. So on the screen, you're looking down at the floor plan, and this is if it's a bird's eye view. The red arrow indicates where the entry to the home is. So coming through the front door from your porch area, you enter into a lobby space where you'll have room for a console or coat rack and views down your hallway to your garden and your living areas. And so the first room on the right will be a multifunctional living space or study that overlooks your front garden. And moving further into the home, you have your utility area, which will include your laundry and linen, your powder room, and then opposite, underneath the stair area, you'll have a separate storage zone. Moving further into the floor plan, you can see that you have a large open plan kitchen area. So there's plenty of space to cook and entertain, with a freestanding island bench, which will have room for bar stools, and on the opposite side you have a large pantry. So this area flows into your living and dining room, which open up to your garden and private outdoor entertaining space. And then past your garden is a secure double garage, and this is accessed off a rear laneway. So to the second floor. So coming up your stairs, you have 2 bedrooms in front of you, and both will have built-in robes and good-sized windows. There's a family-sized bathroom, which is centrally located, and you'll have a separate shower and bath. To the landing is a dedicated study nook and storage cupboards. And then as you move further into the plan, you'll come into your master suite, which has its own walk-in robe and ensuite, and it'll have lovely views from the window. So the alternate design to this garden configuration is our elevated living option, and let's have a look at one of those. Next slide, please. So on your screen are examples of Stockland elevated living projects. You can see the entry to the home, a bedroom and a bathroom are located on the ground floor. The front door is accessed through a private landscape garden, and your garage is located to the rear, so it's accessed off a private laneway. This separates back of house functions with the front of home presentation. The second floor is devoted completely to living and social spaces, and the main balcony area captures prized views. The third floor is allocated to bedrooms and bathrooms, again making the most of an elevated aspect. So there are many benefits to elevated living, such as having a floor to your home entirely dedicated to living spaces. So this will be perfect for cooking, dining and entertaining. You have the ability to capture uninterrupted views and natural light to your living and bedrooms. Your balcony is your primary outdoor entertaining area, and you'll have views through street canopies or to parkland. It offers less garden maintenance, but all the benefits of outdoor living. So it's easy to look after, to clean. Really all you have to do is relax and enjoy it. Your bedrooms are privately located to the upper floors, and a rear-loaded garage is internally connected to the back of home, and this is combined with utility services and storage areas. So there are 8 elevated living home designs at Haven. Let's run through a typical floor plan. Next slide, please. So this is our Rosie, an elevated living option. The Rosie includes 4 bedrooms. It has 3 bathrooms. There's a living space, your living space is on a dedicated floor. You have a single garage with a hard stand for an additional car. It has dual fronted access, an entertainer's balcony, and it's a 3-storey home. So let's walk through the floor plan, starting again at the front door marked with the red arrow. So coming into the lobby, you have a stair running up to the second floor. You have a large wall for a mirror or an artwork, and a window which will let natural light into your interior. To the left of the corridor is a ground floor bedroom with ensuite. It has a built-in robe, and it will have views out to your front garden. This room offers flexibility, so it could be a master suite, it could be a teenager's retreat, a home office, or a secondary living space. To the centre of the plan is your laundry. You have a garage and a separate storage area under your stairs. And then there's a door at the back, which takes you out to an additional parking area. You'll have a separate screened service court with your clothesline, a garbage bin enclosure, and a little garden. So coming up to the second floor prioritises entertaining with an open plan living space that flows out onto a large balcony. The kitchen runs the length of the back wall, and so there's plenty of storage space and pantry space. It has a freestanding island, and it'll be perfect for the entertainer or people who love to cook. The living room enjoys views and captures natural light through the glass sliding doors onto the balcony. And your interior will be light and bright, and because of the big sliding doors onto the balcony, and the window in your kitchen, your living space will pick up cross ventilation and natural breezes the length of your living space. So onto the third floor. So if you're coming up the stairs onto the landing, you'll come to 2 bedrooms, both have built-in robes. You have a large family bathroom and linen. And then to the front of the home, you enter the master suite. The master bedroom is generous in size and extends into a walk-in robe and ensuite. And this room will have uninterrupted views because it's 3 levels up. And to make the most of this amenity, the bedroom also features its own private balcony. So let's have a look now at the front of the homes and the streetscapes. Next slide, please. So the renders on your screen at the moment are some of the Haven facades. Our priority with the design is to make every street feel inviting and livable and every home feel distinct. We wanted to create instant curb appeal, a great street address and a neighbourhood that you're proud of. So some of the key design features include unique facades and roof designs, ensuring your streets in front of homes are individual and have personality. Contemporary and low maintenance building materials, including brick to your ground floor, metal and fibre cement cladding and composite timber panelling to the upper floors. Balconies and windows have been strategically located for outlook and privacy. Each front garden will be planted out to have landscaping with seasonal variety, density and at least 1 tree. Some have 2 into the front of their front gardens. Your front entry will be welcoming and include a covered porch, LED lighting and a doorbell, plus a designer letterbox. We've integrated sustainability features such as rainwater tanks, double glazing, solar panels and solar hot water systems. So your carbon footprint will be low and your utility bills reduced. So stepping inside the homes, let's now take a look at the interiors. Next slide, please. So on your screen at the moment are images of the proposed Haven interiors. The homes have been thoughtfully designed to complement a modern active lifestyle. So from where we've allocated storage for your sporting goods or to where your lights have been aligned over your dining tables. We've planned your interiors so they feel effortlessly functional and deliver on comfort. So some of the key interior design priorities are room layouts designed with furniture placement and flexibility in mind, well-crafted joinery that will be durable and low maintenance. Kitchens have good storage, usable bench space and practical cooking areas. Bathrooms that are comfortable and easy to relax in, plus they're easy to clean. Open plan living and dining areas directly connected to gardens and balconies. Fixtures and fittings that are comfortable to use. Smart storage solutions throughout the home so you have a place for everything. And further upgrade options available to kitchens, bathrooms, landscapes, heating and cooling and floor finishes so you have the ability to personalise your interiors. So let's take a look at the 2 colour schemes available. Next slide, please, Ben. So on your screen at the moment is one of the palettes at Haven. This is called the Natural palette. On the right-hand side, you'll see the full range of samples in context. And this is how the materials will work together in your home. And then on the left-hand side are renders, which show how the interiors will present in a typical kitchen and bathroom. You can see this palette is neutral and modern. So to offset the lighter tones, we'll bring in warmth in through timber flooring, carpet, your laminates and the kitchen stone bench top. Your walls and ceilings will be painted in a bright white to balance out the other materials. Your bathrooms will be a mix of grey tiling to the floors and walls with a feature white tile that wraps around the shower and a bath area. And to offset the greys in the bathrooms, again, we'll bring in warmth through the vanity, which is a feature timber laminate. Next slide, please, Ben. So on your screen at the moment is our monochromatic palette. This scheme plays on a slightly darker tone, It still has a modern feel, and we offset the cooler greys with the warmer timber flooring, your carpet and your kitchen stone bench top. All painted walls and ceilings are in a soft white in this scheme, and the bathrooms are in muted greys with a feature white tile. Again, we'll bring in warmth through the vanity laminate. So that's a bit of a snapshot of the designs at Haven. We hope this gives you a bit more of an insight into how the neighbourhood homes and interiors will look. I'll now pass back to Eugenie and Cara so we can open up the webinar to some of your questions. Thank you. Next slide, please, Ben.
Thanks so much, Brooke. Thanks to everyone who's submitted questions. I've seen a few come through. The first question I'll direct to Nick. Do we have a builder appointed yet?
Thanks, Huge. Yes, we do have a builder appointed for the initial stages at Haven, and that is Creation Homes. We have previously worked with Creation Homes on other Stockland developments, namely the Orion development in Braybrook. And with that previous experience, we are really confident that they can and will deliver really high quality townhomes. Thanks.
Excellent, thanks, Nick. Another question coming through. So I might direct this one to Brooke. So will any of the townhomes not share a wall? So will any of the townhomes sort of be standalone on one side? Sort of, you know, this is really important for people who want privacy or that sort of thing.
Thanks, Huge. Majority of the homes are terraced, although in saying that we do have a lot of corner product because it's always fronting, or there's a lot that are fronting parks or walkways. You'll have a corner lot, so majority of those will have windows on the side and be private and have a little bit more of a landscaped area, but majority of them are terraced, so they will have that common wall on at least one side, but there are a few that don't.
Awesome. And just sticking with you, Brooke, another question on townhomes. In terms of our 3-story product, is this a common townhome or do we have more 2-story?
There's a mix of 2 and 3-story. We've tried to provide a variation throughout the master plan so people have options to choose from. There's a mix of obviously the garden and the elevated living, which we just talked about, but a majority that are on the park will be the 3-story. So they'll capture the views, district views kind of from the central living space and then the upper bedrooms, plus overlook parkland, which will be really beautiful.
Yeah, awesome. Another one for you, Brooke. Do all townhomes come with a garden and or courtyard?
They do. There's a mix. So the homes that have the garden, which are the garden living types, they come with, you know, landscaped areas to front and central courtyard, and then the elevated living, you'll just have landscaped areas to your front of home. But majority will come with a landscape package included. So most have at least one tree in the front, and we've made sure that there's a mix of different types of planting types, so you'll have seasonal interest and variety, and it'll be a really welcoming front entry as you come into the garden area of your front of your home.
Yeah, beautiful. I've just seen one more question come through and then we might wrap up now. In terms of our fixtures and fittings, and Brooke, I might direct this one to you again, is there opportunity for movement or are these sort of fixed for our project?
We've got the main scheme that, or you've got the 2 options that will come with a home, but the fixtures and fittings, there are upgrade packages available. If you jump onto the website, you can see the options that are available. We've also got the main fittings set out in our customer experience centre. So if you want to make an appointment with Carol, come in and test them. There's a full bathroom and full kitchen that you can test out. But if you're interested in upgrades, there's options for your kitchen, for your landscaping. You can upgrade your floor finishes. Yeah, so there's lots of options to really personalise your home. But you know, typically you've got those main features through which you should come and test out at the Customer Experience Centre.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Brooke. Thanks, everyone. We're going to wrap up now just as we're right on 7:30. But on behalf of Stockland Haven team, I'd like to thank everyone for attending this evening. Just a reminder that our beautiful Sales and Information Centre is now open for private appointments. So please reach out to our lovely sales team, Carol and Tiana, and book your appointment to walk through. So thanks again, everyone, and have a great night.